Hey everybody, did you know you can go to colinmullen.com in order to get art and art prints? It's why I set up the website, and the holidays are coming. Hanukkah is now. Go ahead and get your stuff. Get you a print for someone. colinmullen.com. So hey everybody, today in me trying to make paint again, this is not a good method. One of the issues with the previous iteration, if you watch that video, was that it seemed a little too thin. So I'm like, okay, so maybe it's because it's not thick enough. So I've tried adding flour. I didn't record that because it just makes Play-Doh, apparently. Not something I was expecting, but yeah, sugar, water, flour, just Play-Doh. It's bad. So that doesn't work. So I figured, okay, what about those old-timey people who are making frescoes and stuff with tempera? Let's try that. Let's try using egg to do it. So I looked into how they did it, and I hate this method. Do not use this method. This method is bad. The main issue being maybe that I use... Okay, there were a couple things I did wrong here, but... And let's address those, I guess. So first off, you just want the egg yellow, the bit inside the yolk itself. So you want to like pierce the interior of the yolk and then pour that out separately. Some of the egg white got in there as well. I think the egg was also a little bit old, so I think there were some issues with that. Additionally, and the end result, unfortunately, is something that's not really any thicker than the previous method, but smells significantly worse. The last paint method that I made smelled sweet. It smelled nice, but as soon as my wife came home after me making this painting, she lit a whole bunch of candles because she was like, this smells awful. And it does. I put the painting that you're seeing right now out on the patio just to like let it air out. It just smells bad. So I don't recommend this at all. Don't do this method, but it was worth an experiment. I think I also mentioned in the last video that I was going to try maybe doing something with like tea bags, and that just makes it super watery, which isn't good either. So I think what you have to do is you just sort of have to work with the fact that the grains are going to be there of the paprika or the turmeric or whatever. I think the trick is going to be getting those grains as small as possible. So with the charcoal, you got to really ground it down to almost nothing in order for it to really take effect. Same with everything else. You can use eggshell in order to make a white, though what I found is that the inside of the egg has a skin, and if you don't absolutely get rid of that skin, it will be a part of every single grain of the white you make, and I had such a hard time getting it out that I just decided to not even bother. But that is white. I just figured because we are already using the egg, let's use all parts of it. So I used the egg whites to make myself like the worst breakfast ever, and attempted to use the shell to make white, and it just didn't work. So chalk this one up as a failure, as a mechanical thing. I don't think that this is the right way for me to make paint. It just smells too bad. It smells like rotting egg. So I don't recommend it. But anyway, that's this attempt at making paint. Part 2, I suppose. The other method, which I guess I'll link at the end here, is much better. So I'm going to probably continue to mess around with that instead. If you guys have any other recommendations on how to thicken it, let me know. Flour, like I said, doesn't work. Egg just smells bad and probably will work with more experimentation, but I really don't want to try. Other things that I can thicken it with, without going into the traditional stuff like flaxseed or that kind of thing. Trying to figure out a new solution on my own. It might be worth trying like vegetable oil next. That might give the right consistency. I think I might try that because that might actually make it thicker, but it might have a coloring. So I need to find a vegetable oil that doesn't have that yellowy tint, preferably. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway, let me go and thank the people on Patreon who make these videos happen. Thank you guys so much. If you want to join them, you can go to patreon.com/RevScarecrow and sign up. If you sign up for $5 or more, you can end up in the credits. That's what these fine people did, but thank you to everyone at all tiers. But let's go ahead and thank those people, starting with Wapfu. Thank you, Wapfu. Thank you, Top Houndor. Thank you, That Two Guy. Thank you, Terry Maverick. Thank you, Targo. Thank you, Snoutpunk. Thank you, Orthogonal Caster. Thank you, Mortis Nodus. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Maliciousness. Thank you, Kayla Hollinger. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Gwyn Urick. Thank you, Gala. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, Demetrius Gizgalez. Thank you, Chiptune Glitch. Thank you, Bubba Fair. Thank you, Bep. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Amber. And thank you, Ants! Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any suggestions on how to thicken it, let me know. I'm going to keep trying stuff. I'll see you in the next one.